Challenge and a continuation of our series, which I started at the beginning of the month. Satan uses to deceive and destroy humans. 8 things from previous programs that Satan uses to destroy, to deceive and destroy humans. 8 things that Satan uses to deceive and destroy humans. Number 1, riches. Riches. That's number 1. And we have that from verse 1 to 9. Riches. Number 2, indiscipline. You have that in verse 13 to 14. Number 3, mouth. The human mouth. Number 4, you have that in verse 16. Number 4, oppression. If Satan tries to use these things and it didn't work, he will use oppression. You have that in verse 10 to 11. The next is envy. You have that in verse 17. Then you have disrespect or dishonor. In verse 22 to 25. Disrespect or dishonor. The next 7 is immorality. You have that in verse 27, 28, and verse 32. And the final one, number 8, is drunkenness. You have that in verse 29 to 35. If you look at one major one, which we have to be very careful about, I know that so many of us are very disciplined, and I also know that so many of us don't entertain envy in our hearts. I also know that so many of us, we are not involved in immorality, neither are we involved in drunkenness. And I also know that many of us are not involved in oppressing others, including the maid in your house. I'm aware, but there are 2 areas which Satan uses to destroy believers: the mouth. So we need we need an education concerning our mouth. But let me not talk about that because it's part of what I will be preaching or teaching, the continuation of our series. Let me just in 2 minutes talk about this one, the major one: disrespect or dishonor. If Satan uses all this weapon and you realize that you escape, this one is very, very subtle: disrespect and dishonor. Let me say this to you. I won't define what disrespect or dishonor means, but let me say this to all of us. Listen. Anyone who misses it in honor, in any